McKenna will fill that seat because we said he is the right man for the right time for the right job. And we appreciate him stepping up and making us proud. We know that our children's future are in the right hands. And if we just follow his lead, we know that LA Unified School District, not other schools, LA Unified School District will set the standard so that when we talk about quality education, we will be talking about education that fits our school district, not looking for an alternative, because the quality of the education in LAUSD will become the rule, not the exception to the rule. Thank you, George, as Maxine said, for heeding the call and leading us in the call for you to represent our community and this entire city and all of these children at LAUSD. Thank you so much.
I feel so honored. As a matter of fact, I do believe this is one of the special moments of my career, to have had the opportunity to work with someone who is so qualified, so experienced, so ready to provide leadership. And so I'm just delighted and thrilled to be here today to watch the swearing in of my friend, one of the nation's best educators, Dr. George McKenna.
Our passion is for, at the end of the day, how do we develop our children, strong minds, break strong chains. Our mission is to create an equal, high-quality public education for all of our children. And really to challenge parents, while it takes a village to raise a child, sick villages raise sick children. And the health starts with a commitment by the parent. We want parents to do 6 basic things. Take your child to school. Meet your child's teachers. Exchange home numbers. Turn the TV off 3 hours a night. Pick up your child's report card every 9 weeks and take your child to church, temple, or synagogue once a week.
I, George McKenna,
The third.
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of California
of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
to
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the
of
Constitution
the State of California.
of the State of California.
That I take this obligation freely,
I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will
faithfully
discharge
and discharge
the duties
the duties
upon which I am about
to enter.
Amen.
Amen. This is an emotional experience for me. We, as a team, including all of you, have experienced an opportunity that was hard fought, but well-deserved because we are here for the right reason. To try to emancipate our children, our families, and our staff members from anything that stands in the way of a quality education. And with the existing team that we have here, I think we are now complete. I want to acknowledge the presence of 2 important people. I'm going to hold these up. In my left hand is a picture of my dear friend who sat in that seat, Margaret Lamont. In my right hand is a friend who is still in my heart, whose children are here today. This is Ms. Brenda March Mitchell. And I have said this publicly. She has been a friend of mine for nearly 40 years and worked with us in many campaigns, on the Brotherhood Crusade and other community activities with Danny Bakewell, like family. And the greatest testament she paid to me, she sent her children to Washington High School before any of you knew what Washington High School was supposed to be or was going to become. And that was a great testament when people are willing to trust you with their most prized possession, their children. When others are saying, why would you go there? And she said, because George McKenna's there. She trusted me. None of our children should be perceived as dangerous, as fearsome, as disposable, as expendable or collateral damage. They should all be so precious. I will say this to you and then I'll stop. When I was on this campaign, I went before at least one group that was concerned about the environment. And they said to me what their priorities were: the water and the fracking and the air and the trees and the whales and all kinds of things that were important to the environment. And they asked me what was my priority of the natural resources in this world. And I said, children. And that, to me, our children are well educated. They will take care of the environment. Because the world continues to change. But our children become us. And if we don't educate them well, the world will not be here for them to enjoy. I'm not ready to turn it all over to them yet because they still have to grow. They have to get seasoned and wise. But they also have to be protected, and our schools should be sanctuaries. And I take this oath more seriously than any other oath I've taken. And I will do everything in my power to be worthy of your trust, to be a good colleague to the people that have already taken the oath who are here, who are sometimes not as appreciated as school board members should be, because we have the most important job in the world. Because everyone, every elected official, everywhere in every other office, had to come through us to get where they're going. Everybody's got to come through school. Everybody in here has one thing in common. You all went to school someplace. So did I. So did you. And therefore, it is with a great deal of humility and a great deal of resolve that I make this promise to you. I will perform to the best of my ability. So help me God. Thank you.